greatest gift. Hear my story, can you hear me? God's love is the greatest gift. Jesus brings joy to the world. It's the best news that you've heard. God sent Jesus at the perfect time. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Everyone is invited to worship Jesus. He saved mankind, that's right, He freed us. Jesus is the Savior, God promised. There's no gift better than the gift of Jesus. Jesus brings joy to the world. It's the best news that you've heard. God sent Jesus at the perfect time. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room, and heaven and nature sing. Come on, friends! Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. Hear my story, hear my story. I came to tell you a joy story. It's Callie! Hey! What we gonna do today? We're gonna learn and play. Sing a song and pray. That's right. God really loves us. God really, really cares about you, me, our families. That's right. God's always right there. Let me fix my curls. You've tuned into Callie's world. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to Callie's world. Oh, hello, friends. You got here just in time. To celebrate Christmas, Callie's Christmas Choir, which is made up of all my stuffies, is putting on a special performance. First, let me introduce them. Singing all the low notes is Barry the Bear. Singing all the high notes is Donuts the Giraffe, because she can reach them. And singing all the in-between notes is Elephant Pogo. All their voices together might just sound like Callie's voice, but if you imagine a little bit with me, you might be able to hear them. Are you ready for our first song? Okay, here we go! Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains. Wasn't that great? I'd like to do another song for you. I know my choir is ready, but I can't remember the first words. It goes, something to the world. What is the first word? I know, I'll call my friend Grace. She'll know for sure. She loves Christmas. Hey, Grace.
Hey, Callie. So great to see you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too. I was just practicing with Callie's Christmas choir for a special concert. Do you want to meet them?
Do I? Does eggnog taste good with my cereal?
Is that a yes?
Yes, of course.
Okay, this is Berry Bear, this is Donuts, and this is Elephant Pogo. You should hear them sing. They're so good that it almost just sounds like
I'd love to hear it. That would bring me so much joy.
Joy!
Yes, joy.
That's the word!
What's the word?
Joy is the word I couldn't remember. It's joy to the world.
It sure is. Maybe our Bible story today will tell us why people sing joy to the world.
Today's Bible story comes from Luke chapter 1. God brought joy to Zechariah and Elizabeth's story by bringing them a baby boy. They named him John. John was special because he would spend his life getting people ready for the Savior of the world. But before John was born, like when he was still in Elizabeth's belly, Mary came to visit. You see, Mary just found out she was going to have a baby. But it wasn't just any baby. This baby would be Jesus, God's son. Jesus was God's promised Savior of the world. This all seemed impossible, but the angel helped Mary have joy in knowing that nothing is impossible for God. Mary was also told that her cousin Elizabeth was going to have a baby. How exciting! This is why Mary hurried over to visit Elizabeth. When Mary got there, Elizabeth's baby jumped for joy inside Elizabeth. But the baby wasn't the only excited one. Elizabeth was really happy to see Mary too. She knew Mary's baby was very special. At this, Mary praised God. She praised how great and mighty God is. She praised how God has done so much for her. She praised how God promised to send someone to save the world, and that this promise was about to come true. Mary, Elizabeth, and Elizabeth's baby, John, were all filled with joy because they knew Jesus was very special. Jesus is God's son who would save the world. God was bringing joy to the world and joy to our stories. Jesus brings joy to the world.
Jesus! Jesus is the reason why we sing joy to the world!
That's why I love Christmas. Jesus brought joy to Mary and Elizabeth, and he brings joy to all of us because Jesus is the Savior of the world.
Okay! Are you ready to hear Callie's Christmas choir?
I can't wait.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King.
That was incredible. I feel even more joyful now.
Jesus brings joy to the world. Thanks for learning and growing with me. Peace out. Oh, I mean, joy to the world and peace